Just want you to take a good look at me. Welcome to Let Us Pray Sundays. Hedda holds a gospel and talks about something wise and spiritual and religious to move your heart, your soul, and your mind. Today we're going to talk about the golden rule, not about the golden showers. I like golden showers, but I don't think Jesus said anything about golden showers. Now, the golden rule is about loving yourself like you would love your neighbor who would love you, loving a neighbor like you would love yourself, unless your neighbor was noisy. And then you don't love your neighbor because your neighbor is noisy and you want to call the cops and you call 311. I don't know if they didn't have 311 in Jesus' time. So the golden rule is loving yourself and loving others. But you can't love others more than yourself, because if you love others more than yourself, then you're a patsy and a doormat. So you have to love yourself. Jesus said you have to love yourself. Then you love people second. But God, you got to love God first, supposedly. Because if you don't love God first, you got nothing. So you got to love God first. Then you're going to love yourself second. And then you can learn to love people. Then you can learn to love animals. Animals are the lowest to love on the thing. And animals do not go to heaven. It's been proven they do not go to heaven. So you can love animals last. So there it is. The golden rule is... And you know, strange thing about the golden rule has nothing to do with gold, which I thought was very unfortunate because I love gold and it's very expensive. But that's why they call it the golden rule, because gold is expensive and the golden rule is very precious. So, once again, for those of you who do not know the golden rule, it's in every spiritual book on this face of the earth. The Bhagavad Gita, the Kama Sutra, the Kabbalah, the Bible says, in the Bible specifically, to love your neighbor as you would love yourself. I think that's right. What was that? To love your neighbor as you would love yourself. That's the golden rule. I finally realized to love your neighbor unless they're Puerto Rican and very loud. I had this neighbor, I just don't want to go into it because it's going to go on forever, but I have a neighbor that when you hear him walk down the hall, you freeze in your apartment, hoping they don't hear you because you know they're going to knock. So if you stand still like a ninja and don't move, just stand still like a sequoia, they may, and you hold your breath so they can't hear you. See, that neighbor I can't love, but I can love someone who doesn't live near me. Yes, because they're not living next door to me. So, love your neighbor as you would love yourself. And that is what I want to tell you today. Or love my tits, because my tits are worthy of love. So that's my gospel for Sunday. So remember, if you see something, don't say something. Mind your own goddamn business. Stay fresh. Bye. Mwah.